Many people refer to me as a bit of a Wagyu snob because pretty much all I ever buy is Wagyu beef, and my favourite cut is the Picanha, the rump cap. Now, I was down at my local butcher, Simon from Bellarine Spit Roast and Charcoal Supplies in Moorlap. He had some other rump cap. This is an Angus rump cap. It's got a little bit of marbling through there, a nice cap, which is always good to keep the juices flowing. And I think this is from Gippsland, Victoria. So we're going to compare it, cook it up in the usual way in the sous vide, and then on La Parilla, and we'll see what happens. So there we go, step 2. We've cryovac these bad boys, and I did pre-season them with some salt flakes and some ground pepper. Normally I like to leave my steaks in the fridge on a rack for probably 4 or 5 days just to dry it out. I only had a couple of days here, and the salt helps to expedite a little bit of moisture loss, so these look really nice, good colour. Can't wait to sous vide them and get them on the barbecue. One of the big questions about sous vide is what temperature do you do? So with a nice steak with a bit of fat content like that, I like to do it on the rare side of medium, and that seems to be around 48 degrees. Now, this is by no means a precise scientific sous vide. It's just a Sunbeam dual purpose slow cooker sous vide. So, I don't know, I think the temperature probably varies between 50 and 48, but that's not bad. If you want to sort of go for more medium cook, you probably go 52 degrees, but any more than that, so then you're starting to get to medium well once you finish it off on the barbecue. So 48 degrees serves me well, gives it a little bit of cook, nice bit of flavour, and you can flash it off in a fry pan or on the barbecue. So on to the next step. So we've just taken these out of the sous vide bag. You can see they're very rare, would be the way to go, almost blue, but the fat has started to soften off and glisten. So they're ready to go on the grill. Beautiful, they haven't lost any of their juice. We've got the mallee root charcoal burning away here on La Parilla. Got some token veggies just to keep the vegans off my back as usual. But mate, this is going to be a great cook up. Can't wait to compare the Angus steak to the Wagyu beast. So here we are, just searing off the fat side of the rump cap first. You can see that melting fat is draining down on La Parilla through the V-grill. Veggies are nearly ready. Great thing about this La Parilla from Smokin Gauchos, you've got some racks up the top, you can warm your meat board, warm your plates. Oh mate, it's just the beast when it comes to barbecuing. Love it. There you can see we've got some colour into the fat side of the rump cap. It's pretty much reassembled the rump cap in its original shape. We've just got to give it some nice colour on the meat side now, on both sides, and then it's going to be ready to rest and serve. Oh yeah, baby, nearly done now. Look at that golden fat cap. A lot of char on the face of the steak. That's going to be a nice medium rare. Fat's not flaring up on the mallee root charcoal because we've got the V-grill just draining it away beautifully to my collection pot. Oh mate, this La Parilla from Smokin Gauchos. It's the only way to grill, man. That's what I'm telling you. So there we have it, folks. The final result. Look at that juicy Angus rump cap. Beautifully cooked, looks super tender, super juicy. It'd be really interesting to compare the flavour with the Wagyu that we're used to, but I can't wait to try it. A nice first world problem to have today. So how did the old rump cap steak off go? Well, anything goes well with a Curlewis 21 Reserve Pinot Noir. Steve and Lisa do a ripper job down at Curlewis Winery, so I recommend having that because that's probably the finest Pinot on the Bellarine in my humble opinion. Anyway, the steak. Angus versus Wagyu. I do like Wagyu better, but mate, at $27 a kilo is what Simon charged me for that steak. That's ridiculous. I'm looking for the cops in the rearview mirror when I leave that joint. Unbelievable. Great flavour, great texture. Just a little more diluted flavour than what I'm used to with the Wagyu. But I reckon if I dried it out in the fridge just a little bit longer, probably would have been a lot closer. But yeah, $27 a kilo, man. That was a feast fit for a king, and you're never going to get anything at the supermarket anywhere close to that price point, and that's going to be crap from the major supermarkets. So yeah, if you want a decent steak on a budget, that is royalty, mate. Awesome. Here's cheers to you, and see you next time at HangarJ.